We all talk to ourselves like our worst enemy. We talk to ourselves like someone we hate. We talk to ourselves like someone we don't believe in. You would never talk to your friend like that. Now, I'm not saying that you want to falsely cheer yourself up either. I'm not saying you just want to look at yourself and be like, no, I'm amazing and they were wrong. But you want to have an honest assessment. So saying, no, you're the best isn't true. And saying you're the worst also isn't true. If you've ever felt that you've got a critic sitting in your head 24/7, finding a way to overanalyze, criticize, complain about every move you make, every thought you have, every decision you're about to make, and you find that that critical voice is blocking you from living your best life, is blocking you from unleashing your potential, is blocking you from making that idea happen. Maybe you have an idea for a podcast, but the voice in your head always says, don't do it. And the voice in your head says, it's a stupid idea. Whatever it is, we all go through moments in life where we keep beating ourselves up. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is that self-criticism feels like control, but it's actually sabotage, right? When we criticize ourselves, we think we're in control. We think we know everything. We think we're correcting ourselves. What we don't realize is we're actually sabotaging ourselves. So many of us are beating ourselves up for the past. So many of ourselves are beating ourselves up for not having the future we thought we were going to build. What does that do? It makes the present lose time, money, energy, everything. Ask yourself to stop seeing self-criticism as motivating and control. Imagine that. Forgiving yourself makes you more focused. Forgiving yourself allows you to move forward. Resenting yourself holds you back. Criticizing yourself demotivates you. I remember I've not played golf very often, but I took a lesson once and I had a coach who criticized me every quarter of a swing. So even before I swung and hit the ball, he would criticize every single time. And every time I was about to hit the ball, he'd have another criticism. It demotivated me. Think about yourself. If every time you share an idea with a friend, they just pull it apart, even if they're well-intentioned, it demotivates you. How many of you have called yourself stupid after making a mistake at work? And instead of fixing it quickly, you spiral into self-doubt, which means you make more errors. And what's really interesting to me about this is that it's not just about performance. It's not just about focus. It's even in relationships. Maybe you're beating yourself up for staying in a relationship for too long. Maybe you're beating yourself up for allowing someone to walk all over you. Maybe you're beating yourself up for allowing someone to mistreat you. When you beat yourself up for someone already treating you badly, it only gets worse. Forgive yourself for confusing attention with love. Forgive yourself for ignoring red flags because you wanted it to work. Forgive yourself for chasing validation instead of connection. Forgive yourself for being loyal to people who weren't loyal to you. Forgive yourself so that you can move on. Healing is not just about forgiving others, about letting go of what's outside of ourselves. It's about saying, you know, that mistake I made, that's all I knew then. That's all the information I had then. And maybe I even knew better. But guess what? I'm now learning that lesson. I'm now applying it. That will free you from actually blocking yourself from growth.